First and foremost, I want to say, Call Halal Yim Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai Ba'Hashem Rukah Kadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of the great millstone who ruled well and who taught us this truth. All right, the trailblazers of all Israel. All right, shalom and salutation to the hopeful elect, the brothers out there that Akim spreading the gospel throughout the four corners of the earth in sincerity and truth, present their bodies as a living sacrifice, as the scriptures tell us to do. All right, behaving wisely in all thy ways as our forefather King David did. Shalom to the few sisters that do listen to us as well. This is Brother Yarmai from the Great Millstone Chicago camp. Basically, I'm just getting together a couple of scriptures, man, something that was on my mind. You know, we seeing our people, especially Jake out there celebrating. You know, Jake overdo it. You know, like Jay-Z said, don't let me do it because I'll overdo it. You know, celebrating this Folly Fest. You know, I don't even got a name. The name of it, you know, it starts with a P. You know, which is pride. You know, fuck it. You know, because you know they set up that rainbow thing. You know, basically mocking Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai because he said he wouldn't destroy the earth anymore with water, and he gave us the rainbow as a covenant. So what did they do? They took it and made it a sign of wickedness and pride because they think the Lord is mocked. When the scripture clearly tells you that the Lord is not mocked. And this just not about the pride of that situation. It's about the pride of them, period, all right? Celebrating Easter, celebrating Christmas, celebrating Halloween, all right? Committing adultery, doing everything, man. Thinking that the men of the Lord are just jokes, all right? Thinking that we ain't the prophets of the Lord. Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai willing we are when we get that power. And we're going to show them the who's who of Israel, so to speak, starting with the elders and the apostles on down. You know, then, like the scriptures say, then thou shalt know who my elect is. Paraphrasing. Okay? But nevertheless, man, you know, our people are sick. And the Lord is not mocked, man. That covers a variety of things. Rather, as far as brothers in this truth, first it starts with the brothers in this truth, man, because the Lord is not mocked, man. You can't half-ass in this truth. All right? You can't play with the truth. You can't play with the Lord. You can't play with the order. All right? You can't play with your damn self, man. It's either you in this or you ain't. And if you in this, behave wisely in all your ways and use some integrity to navigate through this present evil world. All right? But nevertheless, you know, I'm going to get right into it. This is Galatians, the book of Galatians. Damn, I don't know where I want to start. I'm going to start at 6. Galatians 6:6. Let him that is taught in the word communicate unto him that teacheth in all good things. All right? Communicate. That's key. But it says, the point, be not deceived. Yahweh is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. For he that soweth to his flesh shall of his flesh reap corruption. And he that soweth to his spirit shall of his spirit reap everlasting life. And that's one thing about the flesh. You got to just say no. All right? The scripture says, resist the devil and he will flee from you. Draw near to the Most High and he will draw near to you. And our people are all about feeding their flesh. That flesh is hungry because why? Because John 8:44, ye are your father the devil. He is a lie and the father of it. Our people love the lust of the flesh. What does the scripture say about the lust of the flesh? The lust of the flesh, the pride of eyes, and the pride of life is fading away, man. And our people don't realize that. And what they're going to do is they're going to get rolled right along with these Edomites when this martial law comes, when these dramatic judgments come. And they're going to say, why? And they're going to say, God. And they're going to say, where's God? And God, the one you know is God, Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai, was watching you all this time collect your power stock of wickedness and basically throw it in his face. All right? And that's why the scripture says the Most High is not mocked. All right? This is what you sowed. So you're going to reap destruction. All right? I'm going to read it again. For he that soweth to his flesh shall of his flesh reap corruption. But he that soweth to the spirit shall of the spirit reap everlasting life. Let us not be weary in well doing. In due season we shall reap if we faint not. And that's what we want to do. We want to reap the salvation. You know, for faint not. That's why the scripture says, he who believed, he who endure to the end in the book of Matthew, the same shall be saved. All right? So you're not saved. Saved from what? We're still paying bills. All right? Our women are still whores. All right? Adulterers. All right. Homosexuality runs rampant. Wickedness. We still pay in debt. All right, to our captors. Like I said, we are subject to payments in the land of our captivity. That's why we got to get saved. We got to be delivered from this place, like the scripture says. You should paraphrase. You should no longer say the Lord, and I think it's Jeremiah. You should no longer say the Lord which delivered you out of the land of Egypt, but the Most High which delivered you out of the land of the north. And we're in the land of the north for the most part. We're through in the other lands where He scattered us, but the bulk of Israel is right here in America, man. The blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, the other all 12 tribes are right suffering together. That's why the scripture says what? The children of Judah and Jerusalem were oppressed together, man. And not only that, 2/3 of our people are mocking the Lord, are mocking the Most High through their pride, man. Their pride of their heart, and it's going to be destroyed. All right, because just like Esau, the pride of the heart has deceived thee. The other dwelleth in the cliffs of the rock. But that's talking about Esau. But his vibration is spread upon all our people. That's why they say they live in their best life. That's why they say YOLO and all other sorts of wicked vanities. All right. It says, man, it's a lot. What was that? Proverbs. I think it was 18. No, Proverbs 16 and 18. It said, pride goeth before destruction and a haughty spirit before a fall. And that's why you got to discipline your body. You got to bring it into subjection. And you can't fall right with the elements of this world, man, because this place is wicked. This place is wicked, man. And this place will take you, the ones even in this truth, man. 1 minute you could be in the truth. The next minute you could be in the gay parade. That's why you discipline your body and you bring it under subjection, man. You fight. All right? Because the Lord will give you over to these strong delusions. That's why a lot of people are suffering right now from the plagues that they're suffering with. That's because the Lord said, for this reason, I will choose their delusions in the book of Isaiah. Thessalonians, I will put upon them a strong delusion that they should believe a lie. They don't believe that the Lord is actually going to come back for His vengeance. They don't believe the Lord is going to come back for His elect. All right? The scriptures say the things that were written aforetime are for our learning, and all that's written. So the words of the Lord are not void, as the scripture says. All right? But this is what our people are into, and this is why the Most High got to roll them up, man, because they're through. All right? They're into rap and all this other goofy shit. All right? Jake is into everything but the truth. All right? This is Jonah 2 in verse 8. It says, they that observe lying vanities forsake their own mercy. So they pushed away the whole hand of the Lord by observing lying vanities. All right, woe to those that go down to Egypt. That's what our people doing. And on the other side, you got Esau ruling in pride. All right, putting his foot on Jake's neck, his foot on their back. All right, literally, spiritually, financially. All right, and he think he ain't going to pay for that. He going to pay for that, man. Isaiah 14 and 21 says, prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their forefathers, that they should not rise nor build cities. All right. Scripture says in the book of Ezekiel, I will lay vengeance on Edom by the hand of my servant Israel. Lamentations 4 and 21, rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom that dwelleth in the land of Uz. That's also drink from the cup. All right, they going to get their judgment too. Revelations, he that lead into captivity shall go into captivity, man. It's too much. All right, so the Lord is not mocked. Whether it's you Edomites oppressing us, whether it's you Israelites oppressing each other, suppressing and depressing, and just pressing each other, you fucked, man. The Most High is on his way back, and he coming back in a brutal fashion, man. And the elect is only going to be delivered. Hallelujah. Call out Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Hopefully we are the elect. So you brothers get your shit together. That go for me first. Keep your shit together. Hey, like the Apostle of the Rakah said, keep your shit wired tight, man. And hopefully we get up out of this bitch, man. Straight up. So, really that's it, man. And have some nuts, man. No matter how much your woman oppress you, Esau oppress you, whatever, man. Don't whoever oppressing you, man, don't. Hey, this is all because we in the truth. This is the condition of the battle. Say no, man.
Resist the devil and he'll flee from you. All right, draw near to the Most High, and he will draw near to you. The Most High is not mocked, brothers. Whatever we do, like I just read it, if we sow to our flesh, we sow to the flesh reap corruption. We sow to our spirit, we're going to sow to our spirit everlasting life, man. We don't want to be of the world, man. The fashion of the world is fading away, man, and it'll soon be destroyed. The Lord is not mocked, man, and our labor is not in vain. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is coming back in a big fashion to avenge his elect, man. Scripture say he is a rewarder to them that diligently seek him. So that's another reason you got to be fire on his truth, on fire in his truth, man, and just laboring, man, and hoping for the reward of salvation for you and yours. But with that being said, call Elohim, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash, double honor to the elders and apostles of the great millstone and to the hopeful elect. Shalom.